And welcome back to Let's Build episode 75. Where were we? About to make a joke about the fact that this was, again, one of the first times that I've been, didn't immediately spot a dark tan. Which isn't funny, nor is it really supposed to be funny, but... And I definitely, that definitely worked at not being funny, you know? If that was my goal, I nailed it. Okay, so that's one. And then, yeah. I'm pretty sure I saw the pieces already for it. Does this fit? Wow, barely. It's supposed to go straight up. It just barely works, and it barely doesn't knock these out of the C-clip. Okay, now we're doing pretty much the exact same thing again. And then I'm repeating all this once more after this. After the break. Even though I don't think I'm ever gonna put ads on unless YouTube's like, hey, we're gonna fucking delete your shit. Which, I'm like, isn't gonna happen. But, people literally, that is all, it's the same thing with, journalism, and it's the same thing affecting YouTube right now, sort of like sensationalism, oh, we're doomed, and at the same time, those doom people sure not really lining their pocket. That's a little rude to say, because I think a lot of the times you don't really do, because you definitely don't do YouTube to line your pockets. You do YouTube because you enjoy entertaining people, even though I don't think I succeed at that. I enjoy torturing my viewers by producing shit content for them to watch, I guess. Okay, now we cover it up so no one will ever know how kind of weird and slightly ugly it looks inside. It's just like real life, right? Looks interesting, though. Pretty hefty, though. You could end life with it. Probably isn't false, but don't kill people. That's my advice to you. Those apparently kids who are guaranteed to be watching this stuff, according to the FTC, even though that's not at all what they said. Again, FTC is not the villain, although I don't think they have any business regulating this stuff, because it's we're not fucking companies, Because that's, I think, the biggest difference to what that thing is, People who are doing this, YouTube stuff like that, we're not like LLCs, which I believe the whole point of an LLC is so, if the constituent members, the people who are part of the company and all that stuff, the company gets, sued or whatever, your own assets aren't thrown into the mix, generally speaking. I mean, I think there are, there's bound to be like exceptions, especially if like the entire, you know, if you invested everything in the company. Because here's the thing, even if you get the fine, at least I'm going off of from what is this French what's his name is Lawful Masses guy. Like when we was talking about like the school district that was like, hey, you know, we're gonna report you to child services because you didn't pay like $10 on your lunch debt. Saying like at worst, like when you're being sued, like if you straight up cannot pay a debt, then that's it. Then the school can't collect at that time. So I'm going to assume it's the same way, because the whole point of the legal system, you know, is to get reparations and all that stuff. But the whole point isn't to like bankrupt people, unless there are people who deserve to be bankrupt. Alright, so we're making the curves again, but we're making them real thick. Real thick. The milkshake. That's something, well, I need a blender. It costs you fucking $80 for the mixer, so... Oh, these are like, lock-in bolts, I think. I think, if you look at, like, some of the Dead Space doors, they do that thing. Where it's like, an automated, like, screw thread or something like that. That then just, like, turns, and then the thing can open. Deadbolt can't. Well, deadbolts I don't think spin. Odd. Okay. Yeah. They do this wrong. Yeah, fucking hell, I did this wrong. I did this very wrong, actually. Uh-oh. Oh, you're not even supposed to be there. Alright, that's one. Well, because they're like clamps. I could have probably just took the other brick remover. So that has to go there, so that goes like this. But that kind of hurts my lip. Believe it or not. Is it goes like this so that it's side. And then I put this stuff on. And it's probably supposed to be like these things like swing out and then this like will unbuckle itself. Or it might be that those aren't actually... Well, I could see them being both like a... like a deadbolt kind of lock. Like an actual deadbolt kind of lock. Yeah, and then those being like pulls. Or handles, rather. Oh. Appears we've lost this. It's pretty fucking awful design. You think that they would just make this slightly larger so these aren't like completely just exposed? Yeah. This is how it's supposed to look like, and that's so that this goes on the side. So this fits in between like the just like yellow ends. So that's one. And now we do it all over again. Wow. And hopefully do it right this time. The first time, I should say. Okay, we have this spun around. We do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the mod. Okay, and then when I spin that, should be able to just like have it sit like here now. There's 1, 2, 3, and perhaps. Maybe if I'm lucky. Please. Come on. Fucking hell. You can do it. 4. It's small that I can pick it up, but I should leave it more in the center like that. The problem is if I have, if I'm holding it, there's a slight issue of I keep on, like, putting stuff in the wrong location, because I keep on, like, holding it not exactly the same. The main problem was because, like, the bottom edge where I should have been, like, doing everything with respect to. I was, not the... It was excuses for why I fucked up. I'll fuck up. That's pretty much all you really need to know. It's a basic line of this, isn't it? That's all I am, and that's all I ever will be. The day I was born to the day that I die. Okay, now we're just doing these side things again. They really like these 1x2s, don't they? And that's an ingot, so I guess I don't. There's another ingot. There's even more ingots. Gets all over there. that's one. It's a fucking ingot again. It should be easier than if I was actually getting rid of stuff, because there should be extras, which is probably why there's a couple, like, over here. But then again, that's why there's also, like, ingot pieces, because I don't even think the ingots are used in here. No, I think there's too many ingots. Yeah, there's way too many ingots just lying about for it to be like, no, they're not actually used as part of this. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Finally, 4. Yeah. Hey, now we build this again. Make sure that we put this on. Be grateful. Yeah, just be grateful. Really. That's really all I need to say. All that needs to be said. Be fucking grateful. Even though I'm not a very grateful person, now I think about it. Do as I say and not as I do, apparently. Be grateful, but don't feel like you're indebted to someone just because they did something nice for you. And then they're specifically asking you to do something like illegal, and it's like, well, I did this for you. Okay, this needs to be, so it needs to be literally holding like what looks like a trigger. Which, I mean, it's not a trigger. Lego is now banned because it looks like guns. Well, I mean, they literally have guns in the stuff, so. I don't know. Alright, then we just need to find another one of these. Because, yeah, you want this as close. I don't really like the build for these. Like, they look really, really cool and nice. But it's also kind of flimsy. Okay. It's just not right. What is that from? Okay, then we need the ridge pieces, which are always not that fun to find because they look a lot like a lot of, well, comparatively a lot. I mean, there's like, what, 4? Well, no, there's probably like 6 or 7 pieces, which in the grand scheme of every single piece that LEGO's ever made isn't that much, but... And yeah, that fits so much better because the reason I was having trouble putting this in earlier is because I had to use this piece to, like, basically just shove these out of the way. Well, because there's no, like, 2 plates, I guess, or, yeah, 2 plate thickness pieces, really. But anyways, that's going to be for this episode, though, so, Josie, do you know what to do? See ya!